piece of metal around my waist doesn't define me, doesn't make me who I am. It doesn't make me happy. It'd be nice, but at the end of the day, it's just a fight. It's just fun. Let's go. Let's have that party.
That's the biggest upset in the history of the sport. Right there. The odds that I couldn't do it. Look at me now.
There's been some suggestions that this is an easy fight. How do you see this fight playing out? What do you think you will be able to show the Sydney fans?
He is a dangerous man because he has nothing to lose and everything to gain. So I've taken him seriously for this camp, and I'm gonna show you guys Sunday afternoon.
It's gonna be awesome to bring the belt back to the States. No more painted nails, no more dog collars for you guys. Let's go.
Sean Strickland is a fighter. He goes in there and scraps with anybody. So there's no doubt that he believed in himself. I thought this was gonna be a fun fight, but ultimately, I thought Israel Adesanya was walking out of there as champion.
Israel Adesanya opens as the betting favorite. In fact, Izzy had closed as the betting favorite in all 15 of his UFC fights. So there wasn't much confidence from the betting market that Strickland was going to pose any problems for Izzy Adesanya.
Listen, we all knew how tough Sean Strickland was, and everybody knew how much he loved to engage on the feet.
Strickland trying to end it, and he does!
But Israel Adesanya, I mean, we're talking about potentially the greatest middleweight of all time. I mean, you're putting his name up there with Anderson Silva. You look at the victories that he has, and not only the wins that he racked up, but the way that he did them. I mean, while Sean Strickland was a great striker, Israel Adesanya was elite.
You know, one of the first things you look at is the body language of the fighters as they walk to the octagon. Sean Strickland looks like a guy that's going to fight for the title for the first time. Israel Adesanya is owning the moment.
The reigning UFC middleweight champion of the world.
All right, here we go with our middleweight championship fight.
And this is where Sean's going to try to be right in the grill of Adesanya. He does reach with his hands to try to find his distance.
Sometimes the heavy feint game of Izzy isn't always appreciated, but facing a guy like that can be exhausting.
Yeah, you're on edge the whole time.
The champion measured early on. Right hand connection for Strickland.
You got to be careful when Izzy starts playing possum.
Yeah, but not much has happened. If Strickland can just get active, you might win the round.
Circles out, a major moment early for the underdog. Round one to the challenger.
No one saw that coming. And as Israel Adesanya went back to his corner in round one, you could see him asking what hit me. But he did seem clear-headed.
For Izzy, it went from a minus 650 favorite down to a minus 425. But bookmakers were obviously not going to make Adesanya the underdog just because he got dropped in the very first round. Israel Adesanya did exactly what you expect a champion with his resume to do. He's going to bounce right back.
It feels like he's starting to kind of find Strickland now, like he's settling into the fight a little bit.
Order has been restored. Last style bender's taken over. Adesanya's going to dominate this for the rest of it. And so you can see the odds reflect that.
10 minutes in the can, potentially 15 to go.
All right, so listen, he's perfectly fine with the round like that, okay? When you're throwing your jab, it's landing, but you're getting snake charmed by this guy. You're watching him.
Some good advice being imparted by Eric Nixick there, Laura.
Yeah, I thought the term snake charmed was so eloquently put because that's exactly what Israel Adesanya will do. He's just sort of mesmerizing.
A lot of times I call it taking pictures, right? You're watching, you're in awe of Israel Adesanya, and then you can't go.
Don't chase it. Don't chase it, he's drawing it.
Strickland seeing things pretty well defensively, but Adesanya mixing up his targets.
Strickland's defenses are on point right now, but it's got to be more offensive.
Late in round three, Sean Strickland really started to turn up the heat a little bit and started having success with his combinations.
Left hand got home for Strickland.
Add in what happened in round one, that he dropped him. Add in that he had dealt with the shift in momentum in round two, and that he was swinging it back in his favor in round three. That's when I thought there might be something special on the cards for Sean Strickland.
This one is getting very tight.
Izzy was still the favorite, he was still the defending champ, but the key round in this fight was the fourth. and Strickland started to pour it on, and he didn't stop.
Oh, left hand hook.
Adesanya's body language not great.
That jab of Strickland, it gets to Adesanya even when Adesanya is leaning back.
Oh, good combination from Strickland.
It just seems like when Sean lands, there's more to it than when Adesanya lands.
You got all the damage, Sean. Volume here. Nice.
Waning seconds of round 4.
Strickland had become the favorite after outlanding Adesanya in round 4.
To the final round we go.
Hey, don't let the gas pedal off this guy right now. If you could go 5 minutes for this guy, you're world champion. Let's go. 5 minutes, baby boy.
5th and final round. It looked like Adesanya was loading up and partially caught Strickland's arm.
The way that he hides behind his shoulder, no one does it the way that Sean Strickland does it.
Stay long, Sean. 2-1, 1-2. Nice, Sean. Nice, yeah, baby.
Izzy's face is battered, man. And Strickland doesn't even look like he's breathing hard.
And nary a takedown attempt from Sean Strickland, who lands another jab and partially connects with a right hand. That right hand got the champ's attention. Oh, good connection by Strickland. And once again, Adesanya on the retreat.
It's just crazy. This was not how I expected this fight to play out. And now Strickland's talking to him. Holy cow.
Sean is still pressuring him. He may believe he's up on the scorecards, but he's not going to fight any different.
Strickland flapping gums late. Final 10 seconds.
Oh my goodness.
In all likelihood, Sean Strickland has produced one of the biggest upsets in UFC Championship history.
I know fans, and I'm sure a lot of bettors, thought it was a close fight, but I believed if Strickland doesn't get his hand raised, that he was going to get robbed.
For the winner, by unanimous decision, and no!
Sean Strickland absolutely made his career with this upset over Israel Adesanya, a fight that I think people thought might be fun, but didn't know that he was going to be able to nearly knock the guy out and then outclass him over the course of 5 rounds.
But it shows once again why in MMA anything could happen, and Sean Strickland did win that fight.
These challengers, with their self-belief, their upstart attitude, they're able to get it done. It's moments like this that keep us watching the sport.
You did it, kid. Can I get a picture with the champ? Let's go.